Hello, hello. Today I have an upper body circuit for you, so I want to take you through some exercises. So just a couple friendly reminders. Whenever we do a circuit, we're working through each exercise in an order, and after you do all of those exercises with minimal rest, when you get to the end of them, that's when you want to take your rest. So it's meant to be a little bit higher intensity, which is going to leave you burning lots of calories after the workout is done as you go on to the rest of your day. So process through each exercise as quickly and as well as possible, and then take a break at the end of that. So we have a couple different push-up variations that are listed in this workout. I'm not necessarily doing the exercises in order of the way they may be prescribed, so just heed that. But just always good is push-up review. So our full push-up, bring your feet just wider than hip distance. That's going to give you a stronger base of support. A little bit harder if your feet are closer together, so choose whatever. Hands wider than shoulder width, and then the body moves straight down, straight up. Notice that the hips are not dipping, that we're really leading from the arms in the chest. So we don't want to see this, okay? If that's really hard for you, just go to the knees and then do exactly what I was doing on the toes, leading from the upper body. If you have something going on in your shoulder or whatnot, you can do them against the countertop, or you can do them against the bench. Anything that gets you further off the ground is going to make that push-up a little bit easier. Another push-up that shows itself in this workout is what we call the down dog push-up, or the shoulder push-up, because it works the shoulders directly. So it's the one time that you can do a push-up with your butt in the air. So you're going to come into a down dog position, which has your head between your arms, your hips nice and high, and your feet, your heels drawn towards the floor. From there, you're just bringing the crown of your head towards the floor. So you can see how my elbows go out wide to the side. But we're just going straight down and up, feeling a lot of that tension in the shoulders. So another exercise that might be new for you is what we call a halo. It can be done standing or kneeling. In this one, we're doing a kneeling version, so you're reducing the base of support by coming closer to the floor. You want to use a weight that's not too heavy, so here I'm using a 10. You might want to use an 8 or a 6, depending on where you're at. But what you're going to do is just halo the weight around your head, keeping your hips nice and sturdy, but getting some nice shoulder mobility in and some good work in the obliques, okay? So whatever you do in one direction, you're then going to reverse and do in the other. And I just changed my position here so you can see how still my body stays. You're not like bobbing down and up, but you're really staying really connected through the hips, okay? So that's one we don't see too often. Another one that you might use with the same weight is going to be the tricep dip. So you can do this from the bench or chair, whatever you have, nice and solid. The more your legs are lengthened out, the harder it is. You can put 8 to 10 pounds in your lap, and then you're just going straight down, straight up. The elbows go straight behind you, and your bum drops down too, so you're not humping the air with this one. That's what I tend to see with people in that exercise sometimes. A couple other exercises in this workout include an overhead press with a rotation. So you're going to hold, again, like an 8 or a 10-pound weight, maybe even a 6. As you press straight overhead, you're turning the body. And then you bring your weights down, you turn back to the center. The coordination on this can be a little complicated, so if it feels awkward, just reach out and I can support you through that. And then finally is the plank row, or what we know as the renegade row. Again, you have some different options with this, just like you do with the push-up. The full plank row is here. Feet hip distance, up and down, up and down. closer your feet are together, the more you have to battle against that rotation, which makes it harder, which is good. So you can do it with 2 hands on weights, or you can just work with one weight, up, down, reach it through, up, down. It's really up to you and what the comfort level is. Sometimes having your hands both on a weight can reduce the tension in your wrists, and then sometimes it's just easier to work with one weight. So it's totally personal preference. So those are the exercises in this circuit, not particularly in that order, but more in the order of a push-up, the kneeling halo, the dips, the plank row, the overhead press with the twist, and then rounding out the set with the down dog push-up. And that's where you would take your break. Might be only 30 seconds depending on how you're feeling. It could be up to 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes before you start again, and just follow the prescription for how many rounds you're going to do and how many reps you're going to do in each round. So I hope you really enjoy that one. Take good care.